It is my last day in Hanoi, and unfortunately, I have a cold up most of the night, and it sucks. But the good news is, just outside the door is some of the best noodle soup in the world. Now, if you look online, there's a heated argument as to who indeed has the best pho in Hanoi. And most of them seem to be little tiny shops in the old quarter. I'm just picking one at random and gonna go check it out over near the cathedral. This is a very lively town. It's a lot of fun. It's got a great, nightlife, a lot of energy in the streets. But the pollution is insane. Saigon had it a little bit too, but not like here. I mean, it's wintertime, so it's a little overcast. And all of those fumes from all of these motorbikes and the diesel buses, they just stay here and it doesn't go anywhere. It hurts your eyes, it hurts your lungs. It makes the city very difficult to live in. And all these eateries that are lining the streets, you sit outside and you eat your noodles, but all you do is you smell exhaust fumes. It's not very appetizing. There's seriously nothing better than this when you have a cold, I think. I'm just exploring some of the outskirt neighborhoods of Hanoi today. Don't want to drive too much because I got a cold. Man, just being here, anywhere in the city, the pollution is horrible. I can't breathe. This helps a little bit, but not enough. This is a cheap little $1 one. I feel like you really need a full-on gas mask. So this is an area that reminds me a lot of China, actually. You got these big developments. You can see behind me these big white box mansions. Many of them look like they've been done for many years, but there's nobody living in them. So it's completely empty. And these streets are not being used at all. And there's high-rise construction everywhere. They say to get an idea of a city, you got to see all of the city, not just the center of the city, but the outskirts as well. And I've done that to the west. Now I'm doing it to the east. And they say that this is some of the more posh neighborhoods of Hanoi. The air is just a little bit better, but it's still really, really bad. I'm in now is called Vinhome's Riverside, and it's these super, super big and very, very expensive mansions, and in a riverside development. Now this is on the far outskirts of Hanoi, and it's a really beautiful area. I know it's an overcast day, but it would probably be one of the places you would want to live, not in the center of town. And it's not too far from the center of town. It's maybe about 10 kilometers. Also, the British International Schools here, so you got good private schools. And there's a giant mall that I passed by called the Aeon Mall. I'm gonna go check that out too. I mean, look at this. This is a giant 7-8 lane highway, and there's no cars. Very interesting. They have a dinosaur themed park and there's nobody here. It is completely empty. I mean, why would you go to the park on a day like today, right? But check it out, it's very interesting. You got dinosaurs everywhere. I find things like this to be very odd. Asia is something that really intrigues me. It's something new, and they have these giant malls now. It's a good way to escape the heat, or escape the cold, or on a day like today, escape the pollution. You definitely don't get too many foreigners in this neighborhood because I'm getting a lot of stares. Seems to be thriving. All the shops are full. There's a great children's area, lots of great foods, even a bowling alley. They have Vietnamese homegrown vehicles, a company called VinFast. They make little motor scooters, and now they're making cars. And it's a division of Vinco, I think it's called. It's one of the largest Vietnamese company, privately owned Vietnamese companies. And this one I'm looking at is really cool. Got a couple of smaller ones. The little motorbikes. The motorbikes look a lot like the Vespas. Hidden Gem Coffee House. It's in a back alley around a corner, impossible to find, but they say it's the best egg coffee in Vietnam. Also rated one of the best coffee shops in all of Hanoi. It's a very interesting, unique coffee shop. An egg coffee combo dessert, warm, frosty, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's really good. So addictive. Why don't they have this other places? I mean, this would do so well in so many different markets. Why is it just in Hanoi? Costs 35,000 dong, or basically $1.50. Alley, you can find this coffee shop. My last dinner in Vietnam, so I'm splurging. I'm gonna have a nice meal, I think.